All right, hey everyone, I'm here with Matt, aka Squish. He's actually a PhD candidate at the University of California, Irvine, studying philosophy. So first of all, how are you doing, Matt?
I'm doing all right, Tim.
All right. So I just want to ask you, first of all, this is really cool that you are kind of high level in academia and in StarCraft 2.
Trying it both, yeah.
So first of all, how did you get into StarCraft 2?
Well, I played Brood War when I was a child. I've been playing Zerg for 13 years. So when I heard the game was coming out, I played Brood War again, picked it up, and then so when it came out, I just really was excited about it. I played it. Played at a tournament locally here when it first came out, and since then, grad school takes a lot of time, so I haven't been able to play at that high level. but that's basically how I got into it, yeah.
Very cool. So it's actually the philosophy department is really into StarCraft 2 at UC Irvine.
Philosophy and logic and philosophy of science has a lot of players, yeah.
That's really cool to hear. So how did everyone in the department get into StarCraft 2?
So when the game came out, I noticed that a few people were sort of into it, and I watched OSL, MSL, every game from Brood War. I was super into it. So I told them, come over to my place, I'll teach you how to play StarCraft, and I taught them how, and we watch all the GSLs. Every week, actually, we would come to my place, and we would watch the GSL on my big screen TV, and drink Buck Range Premium Light. It's a weekly event. Everyone, check out Buck Range Premium Light. And so that's been going on, just sort of building a community of people watching the game and playing it.
Do you ever find that when you start thinking about philosophy, it ever spills over to StarCraft or vice versa?
There's actually a really funny story about this. So a buddy of mine who's in LPS was thinking about 2v2. He plays 2v2. He was thinking about resource sharing, and he works on game theory, evolutionary game theory. So he wrote a program to determine what would be the most efficient resource sharing method for two rational agents in a game because he wanted to use it for StarCraft 2. He told his advisor, hey, I got this paper about rational agents, didn't say that it was about StarCraft, and he got it published, actually.
Nice.
So it's going to be published in Philosophy of Science. He has a shout-out to all of us StarCraft players, secretly in the paper. So, yeah, people that do game theory, it works for them, and so, yeah, there's definitely an overlap.
So you would definitely agree that StarCraft kind of has some place in an academic setting?
Absolutely. The sort of the toy model that he built was based on a StarCraft idea, So, and I have a friend that's working on sort of philosophy of sport, what it is for something to be a sport. And I think with the explosion of esports, we really see those kinds of concepts, sport, game, and where they intersect sort of come to a collision. So there's a lot of good ideas to be had there for philosophy and LPS alike.
All right, that's very cool. So finally, any last shout-outs you'd like to make?
Yeah, I want to make a shout-out to Team Buck Range and Buck Range Premium Light and philosophers all over the world. Keep thinking.
All right, very good, very cool, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.